Hi, welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
Erin.
I actually moved my whole body and I go, Jenny, and that's you can't see.
Literally, the egg yolks come like sinking into her, man.
I'm excited.
That's like, Jenny.
I love me some Pentagon.
Today, it was really nice that so many people liked Pentagon and agree they are understand.
Yeah.
So need more people watching them. Loads of people wanted this one, so we'll do Daisy, which is good. It's a tune. It's the other. It was actually the because obviously their most recent award was for Feeling Like, and that's when Hui was in the military. But Daisy was one that they did when Jinho was in the military. But they also won their first award on a music bank show for this, and this was after 4 years of them. Basically working their asses off, and unfortunately I think it's just bad timing. There's so many other really good groups, big groups that they're getting noticeable, but yeah, Pentagon just kind of kept missing and falling short, and that was really, really sad. So after 4 years they got their first music bank show win for Daisy, and they lost their shit. Like, they did a V Live afterwards. They're all crying, they're so happy, because again, even though if an agency has usually like a 7-year contract, it doesn't mean you're guaranteed to be as a group for 7 years. If you don't make any money within a certain amount of years, that company at any time can say, yeah, sorry guys, we're not going to let you make any more albums, we're pulling the rug on this. So they were getting so worried that they hadn't like accomplished anything big enough for their agency to be proud of them, and so they were really, really worried that them as a group were at risk. And the history of them as well, but a load of them joined Cube when they had seen Pentagon, and they'd seen the lineup of some of the other trainees in the group already, and they were like, this is such a talented, lovely group of guys, I want to be part of Pentagon because they are going places, like, we're going to be a really good group. So they'd all joined it to be together, and then they didn't like get anything, and then so it just made so much of them.
Are they still taking applications? So I want to join Pentagon. Although I will point out, you're going to give me a video without Jinho.
Yes, I'm really sorry.
Oh my god, it was so funny watching her face. As you said it was just like, mentally, she slapped you, is what went across her face.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, but it's not, it can't be Jenny's fault or anything else.
No, of course.
It's never my fault.
Narcissist. So, but yeah, no, Jinho was off doing his military service. But you will have a different sound of this one than what you got from Feeling Like, because my other bias, Hui, is in this one, and he is a main vocal, and he's a producer and a writer for the group. So there is for me, Pentagon have a very, very distinct sound, and Hui's vocal is a big part of that, because his timbre, his voice is very unique.
Was he not at MIK Festival?
He was not at MIK. Okay. So, Jinho's not in this one, sorry. But Hui is, and it'll be interesting to see if you can notice a different sound or whatnot.
And your one.
Yeah.
And Kino and Yanan.
Shinwan.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh,
I just assumed you were just like
favourite.
I get
taking
to
the
know
register.
bit by
Yeah,
bit.
taking the register. All present. Yes, miss. Yeah.
How many are there in Pentagon?
Not enough.
It's 9. It's 9. There used to be 10. And Dawn left a few years ago. So Daisy is, as in Daisy the Flower. This is like near the end of 2020, and this song's it's a post-breakup song. So it's basically it's a the daisy is a metaphor for, you look at the flower and it's so like white and pure and innocent, and they're basically singing.
Dies.
No. Well, kind of. They're talking about how that's a metaphor for what you think love is. You think love is this all happy thing and it's all innocent and lovely until you've been in it, and then you've had your heart broken and you're like, love ain't like that. Fuck. Like, love hurts, and there can be darkness in love and things like that. So they're basically talking about that. And
well, like the first heartbreak.
Like a proper heartbreak. It basically changes your view of the way you look at things from now on.
So please remember to like, comment and subscribe in the comments. Which of Pentagon song would you recommend next? And are there photos of them in like proper suits? Can you send them to me, please? Is there pictures of Jinho in his military uniform? Can you send me those, please?
Oh, she did, Jinho climbing up there, is he?
Look, his Instagram handle is Jin Hogwarts.
He's lovely, so lovely. But yeah. Oh my god!
And he had, on stage, he had the fluffy curly hair.
Yeah, it really suited him actually.
Oh, he looked
really suited
so
him.
good.
Nice. He looked, yeah.
And then there was your one with my weakness, his body rolling his way in. And there's something about Kino.
Oh, there is.
Oh, so it's like yesterday, 2 years ago.
Ooh.
Oh, look at all the candles.
Grand.
I like the sound.
Oh! That's Kino, isn't it? That's your one. I like this. Who's got his chest out?
Loads of them. Yuto, Hongseok. That's Yuto. That's Yana.
Oh, I love that. Unhappy ending.
My sakes. There's a performance video version of this.
Who's this at the front?
Hongseok. He's in military. So he wasn't at MIK.
New pictures of him in his military outfit.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're on! Told you, body rolling.
Oh my god, that last line.
Because Universe
Yeah,
is
it's
their
their
fandom.
That's so gorgeous. Is that a quote from somewhere, or did they write that?
I can't
like
remember.
read that and then base the song off it.
I can't remember. So I think they might have written it because nowhere else is it. And again, if it was a quote, they would usually have to credit it to that person. So they haven't. So I think they wrote it.
Oh, it's beautiful. I loved it.
Which does, in a way, doesn't surprise me because some of the things that Hui writes is gorgeous.
I really like that song.
It's a fantastic song.
There was
isn't it?
definitely the angst in it.
Yeah. For me, that's one of like almost one of those songs that describe. It's a silly thing to say because with any song you could say, I have no idea how this melody is going to go, but that's a really unexpected melody. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I didn't understand. Like, I was like, wow, who created this? Who thought of this melody in their mind? And it's really lovely.
It just feels like it's somewhere really like far in the back of my head, like still playing. But that's how some of it felt during the song. Like there was the melody, but there was stuff going on like slightly echoey behind it. Absolutely loved it. That ticked so many boxes for me.
Yeah.
I know they performed this at the festival because this was the song when they were listing what songs were going to be next, and Jinho said, and what was it? And they said Daisy, and he went, oh yeah, I wasn't here for that.
That was the one I was around for. I was in military. Yeah.
No, it's nice.
I feel like throughout the video they're all in different stages of their post-breakup. Yeah, like they're all facing their grief in different ways, which I think is good because there is no set way to grieve over something.
And if you look, they're all in somewhere that used to be amazing.
Yeah, you would look at it and go, wow, it's so grand, but they're like, I
Do you know
can't
what I mean?
see that.
No, I think it's more, this is what I used to have, but now it's like, I used to have, you know, the great car, but now the car's crashed and I'm in the rain. This used to be a very, you know, grand room, but actually now it's a bit overgrown.
For like dinner parties.
And now it's a mess and everything's left.
This
and,
feast that was there and now it isn't.
Left behind after the great
And
relationship.
all those gorgeous lit candles. That's almost like you could walk in and get proposed to
Yeah.
in that.
How long do you think it took them to film that? If they're actual candles, not like little electric ones, and like one would go out, you're like, for fuck's sake, don't move, because the breeze is blowing out the candles.
Nobody breathe.
Or to be another member just walking through like...
There was a line that kept coming up, and it was like, I'm paraphrasing, it was like, and it might be in the translation, but it said like, I'm an idiot, and then it says, I... like until death I, or slightly similar to that. That felt like that's a bit like it would have been a wedding vow.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's sort of like I until death do us part. That's and you're like, I'm an idiot. I thought
this was forever.
That was like this was forever. And sometimes the breakup's such a the horrible feeling behind it is like a little bit of like embarrassment at that you thought
that you feel you're so naive.
Yeah. And like,
but then I think you don't only grieve what you've lost in your relationship now, you grieve where you thought you were going, what you thought you were going to have.
Yeah, you grieve what you've lost in a way. Yeah. I suppose, does that kind of sit with what I was trying to say? I probably described it terribly, sorry, but you know when I was saying like, oh, if you think of love as like a daisy, it's all innocent, but once you've been in it, you're like, and then you look at that and you're like, no, it's not like that at all. Parts of it can be, but like, and you realise your naivety.
Yeah.
So
because you don't just have that one pure element
and
of
it doesn't last like that. I love the way he says that love's like the petals of a daisy and it changes and it blooms and it grows. Like it never stays as the one thing. As much as you're like, this is amazing, wouldn't we keep that frozen in time and just stay like that? But that's not the reality.
You don't want to get stuck in that one season of spring where you get those like you want to move through all the rest of the seasons.
And it can't be the reality anyway because unfortunately life still happens.
Yeah.
So whether or not you're in whatever you're in, there are still things going on around you that affect everything. So it can't stay like...
No.
You can't stay in that place anyway.
But even when you're in a good place, when you're in that sort of little love bubble honeymoon stage, that sort of stuff, you're in the mindset of like, we'll face it together and it's okay. And honestly, bad stuff does roll off your back a little bit easier when you're in a really good place. But as you correctly said, like, you can't stay that way. So it's just, it's like you say, it's almost like, I feel that song's a mixture of them being angry at themselves for being so naive. And that's why they're angry as well as at that person, because it's immature, isn't it, to be like, I hope you never find better.
I think there's an aspect when you say like, I'm an idiot of, I think we've all been there where you kind of go, I should have seen this coming.
Yeah.
And even though for a lot of the time there's no way you could have,
but
you always get that, I should have seen it coming.
Why'd I bother?
Should have known.
Yeah.
When, I don't know who it was, but they kept saying like, I'm going crazy. They're in a glass box.
Shinwon was in the glass box and he was floating up.
So amazing, because
the isolation.
How does that feel? It's like you're going through all this pain and everyone can see you but no one can see it, and that's so trapping because you're hurting so much of feeling all of these things, but
and life goes on around you as it did.
Because you notice
like
for Shinwon's in the glass box, his was black and white. His never had colour. even when he floated, and I'm not too sure what the floating means. Is he going through it in stages? But
Letting it go, maybe.
his was always in black and white. He never had any
Could
colour.
be like an out of body experience. Like you're still functioning and going about your life day to day. You're going to work. You're doing this like you normally do, but you're not really there because you're thinking about what's going on and
Because you're still
in your
trapped with
feeling.
that,
Yeah.
Someone's taken that the shine, the veneer, the filter off what you've had, and now what's left is a bit.
Yeah, and that's a
Vivid,
really
it's
good way. Like you were
colourless.
saying, all the things could have been like it was beautiful once,
Yeah.
but now it's not, and that's almost what could happen if it doesn't work out. Sometimes it's no one's fault, but also if you don't look after something, it will go into disarray
Just
as
left in the
well.
ruins.
Yeah,
I love when they when they set the daisy on fire and it just like incinerated
Yeah.
the daisy.
Very
How
like
I
fuck
felt.
you.
stuff.
I do. I love fire.
Yeah.
I like fire. I can sit and watch fire.
Yeah, I
for ages.
could.
Yeah,
it's very hypnotising. Yeah.
that's what I love about it.
Mm.
Oh, I loved that so ridiculously much.
Oh, good. Well, just to let you know, there is a performance MV of that, of them dancing their whole choreo routine just in those white suits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your ones was like,
Yeah.
I saw a nipple.
Hey, we like to spot nipples on this channel.
So that was our reaction to Pentagon Daisy. Have it on the playlist now.
Yes.
Has it made you a little bit more? I mean, all of them looked fantastic. And again, it'll be interesting when you listen back to back from Feeling Like and that, although they're very, very different
So
vibes,
different.
the sound is different. Again, because Jinho was in one and Hui was in another.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and the more you get into their discography, you'll hear their distinctive sounds, which is really, really cool. But did you like what you see? Lots of, apart from the beauty of it, the beauty of them, they all looked fine.
I mean, I think they looked very, very tasty.
Kino's like the loose.
And he's got purple
floaty
hair.
shit.
He's got like mauve purple
Oh,
hair.
is it?
In
I
that.
couldn't tell. It just looked
Just
like
the
really
lighting.
light.
Yeah, it's like a mauve purple.
Yeah. And the juice. And we saw him fall into the water, and it's like he just had to get out and do that
I
with his
know.
hair.
Well, that was
Yeah,
rain.
That's the scene I needed.
The car crash was rain.
That was
Yes,
awesome.
well.
But Kino wasn't there.
I know, but I was actually just trying to enjoy the fact that we were very deep in an MV,
Yeah.
and you had to just bring it back to their aesthetics. So.
What's that? What did I say?
You said.
Oh,
they were
what
looking
now?
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a wrap up. Yeah, no, separate. Appreciate
No,
the deepness,
but-
and then I'm like, okay. By the way,
No, but we
did
are
anyone
deep,
come for you? That's
serious
what I meant.
individuals.
That's what I meant. Did anyone come for you? Because they were all looking beautiful.
Mine was as expected.
of course,
Kino,
everyone.
Yanan, Yowan,
Okay.
and
Oh, and Hong Sok.
Yeah.
You got a look of him. Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that- was that who it was at the front in his white suit that looked good?
No,
it
that
wasn't
was-
when I
that
said
was-
who's that.
That the black one on the table was Hong Sok in the red room on the
Okay.
dining table. He was in black, but then when they went to the
Red room.
suits, his room was all red. And then when they went to the suits, I think it was Yowan at the front.
No, I remember when it was Yowan because I saw his nipple. But there was someone else, and I said, "Who's that?" Go through the names again.
Hong Sok?
Maybe not. Editing me must look at this.
Okay.
Because you did say during.
Oh, fair enough.
Maybe I just don't listen to you.
Well,
There's a lot going on.
it's just
Okay.
the names don't stay. You're like, I remember this was beautiful. Yeah, that was it.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.